And boxing fans joining us around the world.
Live from Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
It's showtime!
Let's now welcome to the ring our chief. And now let's welcome to the ring from England, the undefeated Fabio Wardley.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome reigning and defending WBA heavyweight champion of the world.
Across the ring is the defending world champion.
Fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing black trunks and weighed in at 17 stone, 1 pound. Hailing from Greenwich, London, England.
Hitting, defending, WBA heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Triple D. He weighed in at 17 stone, 2 pounds, or 240 1/4 US pounds. With a record of 18.
Let's get this party started! Daniel Dubois!
The heavyweight division is once again on fire. One side stands a dangerous knockout artist hungry to prove he belongs at the very top of boxing. On the other side is a relentless warrior who has battled through adversity and now sees the biggest opportunity of his entire career. Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois for Alexander Usyk's WBC heavyweight title is more than just another championship fight. It's a collision between raw power, pressure, ambition, and destiny. Both men carry devastating knockout power. Both men believe they are the future king of the heavyweight division, and neither fighter plans to leave this fight in the judges' hands. Tonight, we break down every angle of this explosive showdown, from their strengths and weaknesses to the tactics that could decide who walks away with heavyweight gold. And this is Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois. When fans talk about the modern heavyweight division, names like Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua usually dominate the conversation. But behind those superstars, a new generation has been building quietly, waiting for the perfect moment to take over. Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois are two of the most dangerous fighters from that next generation. Both men have earned reputations as devastating punchers capable of ending a fight with one clean shot. But while they share similar strengths, their journeys to this point have been completely different. Fabio Wardley's rise has been one of the most surprising stories in heavyweight boxing. Unlike many elite fighters who spend years building amateur experience, Wardley entered professional boxing with limited amateur background. Many doubted whether he could ever compete with world-level opponents because he lacked the deep technical foundation that most top heavyweights develop early in their careers. But what Wardley lacked in amateur pedigree, he made up for with determination, athleticism, natural timing, and brutal finishing instincts. Fight after fight, he kept proving people wrong. Every victory increased his confidence, and every knockout sent a message to the heavyweight division that he was not just another prospect, he was a genuine threat. Wardley became known for his aggression and explosive combinations. Unlike traditional heavyweights who rely mostly on single power shots, Wardley attacks with speed and unpredictability. He throws combinations with dangerous intent, mixing hooks, uppercuts, and straight punches that overwhelm opponents quickly. His confidence under pressure also became one of his biggest weapons. Even when fights turned difficult, Wardley showed composure and belief in his power. That mentality made fans respect him even more because he never looked intimidated, no matter who stood in front of him. Daniel Dubois, however, represents a different type of heavyweight story. From a young age, Dubois was viewed as a future world champion. His amateur background, physical strength, and terrifying punching power made him one of Britain's most hyped heavyweight prospects. Many experts believe Dubois possessed the kind of raw power capable of dominating the division for years. Early in his professional career, he destroyed opponents with frightening ease. His jab looked powerful, his right hand looked devastating, and his calm demeanor made him appear like a future unstoppable force. But heavyweight boxing is never simple. Dubois faced serious setbacks that tested both his body and his mentality. Losses against elite competition raised difficult questions about his resilience, stamina, and confidence under extreme pressure. Critics wondered whether Dubois could truly handle the biggest moments in boxing. Some believed he relied too heavily on physical strength and lacked the adaptability required to defeat elite-level opponents. But instead of disappearing, Dubois continued rebuilding himself. He improved his conditioning, sharpened his mentality, and gained valuable experience from difficult fights that many prospects never survive. Now, These two dangerous heavyweights collide for the WBC title left behind in the chaos of the heavyweight division. For Fabio Wardley, this fight represents validation. A victory would prove that his incredible rise was no accident and that he belongs among boxing's elite champions. For Daniel Dubois, this fight represents redemption and legacy. Winning the WBC title would silence critics and confirm that he can overcome adversity to become a true heavyweight king. Stylistically, this matchup is fascinating because both men possess knockout power, but they use it in very different ways. Fabio Wardley thrives in chaotic exchanges. He likes high-pressure situations where punches are flying and opponents are forced into uncomfortable battles. Wardley often relies on timing and explosiveness rather than textbook technical boxing. His unpredictability makes him dangerous because opponents cannot easily prepare for his attack patterns. One moment he appears patient, and the next moment he explodes forward with combinations that completely change the momentum of the fight. Daniel Dubois fights with more structure and discipline. His jab is one of his most important weapons because it controls distance and creates openings for his power shots. Dubois prefers breaking opponents down methodically rather than rushing recklessly into exchanges. When he establishes rhythm, he becomes extremely dangerous because every punch carries fight-ending power. His body shots are especially brutal, capable of draining opponents physically and mentally over multiple rounds. The key question entering this fight is simple: whose style will dominate? If Wardley can drag Dubois into fast-paced exchanges, he may expose defensive weaknesses and create opportunities for explosive knockouts. But if Dubois controls range with his jab and forces Wardley into predictable attacks, his power could eventually become too much to handle. Another major factor is experience under pressure. Daniel Dubois has already faced elite-level opponents on massive stages. He knows what it feels like to fight under championship pressure with millions watching worldwide. That experience could become crucial during difficult moments. Wardley, while extremely confident, has not faced the same level of championship intensity. Sometimes the pressure of a world title fight changes everything. Fighters who look fearless in regular bouts suddenly become cautious when heavyweight gold is on the line. However, confidence is one of Fabio Wardley's greatest weapons. He genuinely believes he can knock out anyone in the world. That kind of self-belief becomes extremely dangerous in heavyweight boxing because hesitation can be fatal. Wardley enters fights with hunger and aggression that often overwhelm opponents mentally before the physical battle even begins. Conditioning may also decide this fight. Heavyweight boxing is not only about power. Stamina matters enormously in championship rounds. Daniel Dubois has improved his conditioning over recent years, but questions still remain about how he handles prolonged wars. Fabio Wardley's aggressive style also consumes energy quickly, meaning both men must manage their pace carefully. If this fight reaches the later rounds, exhaustion could create dramatic openings for either fighter. The mental battle between these heavyweights is equally important. Daniel Dubois carries the pressure of expectation. Since the beginning of his career, people predicted greatness for him. Every loss increased scrutiny and criticism. Some fans still question whether Dubois can mentally recover from adversity during difficult fights. That pressure can become dangerous because heavyweight boxing punishes hesitation instantly. Fabio Wardley enters this fight with a different mentality. He has spent most of his career proving doubters wrong. That creates hunger and freedom because many people already underestimated him from the start. Fighters with that mindset often perform fearlessly because they feel they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The heavyweight division itself adds even more importance to this fight. With Alexander Usyk dominating technically and Tyson Fury constantly surrounded by uncertainty, the division desperately needs new stars to carry the future of heavyweight boxing. A spectacular performance from either Wardley or Dubois could instantly transform them into global attractions. Heavyweight boxing has always depended on exciting knockout artists who capture fan imagination, and this fight has the potential to create exactly that kind of superstar moment. Fans are especially excited because both fighters possess genuine knockout power. In modern boxing, many fights become cautious tactical battles where neither fighter wants to take risks. But Wardley and Dubois are different. Both men understand that one punch can change everything. That danger creates tension every second of the fight because the outcome can shift instantly. If Fabio Wardley wins, it would complete one of the most incredible rises in recent heavyweight history. A fighter with limited amateur experience becoming WBC heavyweight champion would inspire countless young boxers around the world. It would prove that determination, self-belief, and relentless improvement can overcome traditional boxing expectations. If Daniel Dubois wins, it would mark the beginning of a new chapter in his career. It would prove that setbacks do not define greatness. Many legendary heavyweights suffered painful defeats before eventually reaching championship glory. A WBC title victory would place Dubois back among the most feared heavyweights on the planet and potentially set up enormous future fights against names like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, or even a rematch with Alexander Usyk. One of the biggest tactical questions is whether Wardley can handle Dubois' jab consistently. Dubois uses his jab not only offensively but defensively as well. It interrupts rhythm, controls distance, and prevents opponents from launching dangerous combinations. If Wardley struggles to bypass that jab, he could spend too much energy chasing opportunities that never arrive. On the other hand, Dubois must remain cautious during exchanges. Wardley's unpredictability becomes most dangerous when opponents grow overconfident. A single mistake in heavyweight boxing can erase an entire fight instantly. If Dubois becomes reckless while searching for knockouts, Wardley possesses enough power and timing to punish him severely. The crowd atmosphere will likely play a major role too. British heavyweight fights carry incredible energy because fans understand the history and importance of heavyweight boxing in the United Kingdom. Every punch will generate massive reactions, and emotional momentum can influence fighters psychologically. Sometimes crowd energy pushes fighters into risky exchanges they normally avoid. As fight night approaches, predictions remain divided. Some fans believe Daniel Dubois' experience, jab, and physical strength will eventually break Wardley down. Others believe Wardley's explosiveness and fearless aggression will create the kind of chaos that exposes Dubois under pressure. That uncertainty is exactly what makes heavyweight boxing so special. Unlike lower divisions where technical skill often guarantees consistent results, heavyweights always carry the possibility of sudden destruction. No matter who wins, this fight could become a defining moment for the future of the division. The winner will not only claim championship gold but also establish himself as one of the leading names in the new heavyweight era. Opportunities for megafights, massive paydays, and global recognition will immediately follow. And perhaps the most exciting part is this: both fighters know exactly what is at stake. That desperation for greatness often produces unforgettable battles. Neither Wardley nor Dubois wants a cautious performance. Both men understand that heavyweight legends are remembered for explosive moments, dramatic knockouts, and fearless wars. So when the bell rings, expect tension, power, emotion, and danger from the very first round. One fighter will leave the ring as WBC heavyweight champion. The other will face painful questions about his future. In heavyweight boxing, careers can change forever in a single night. So who wins this explosive heavyweight showdown? Fabio Wardley or Daniel Dubois? Does Wardley's aggression and unpredictability shock the world? Or does Dubois finally fulfill his destiny and claim heavyweight gold? Drop your predictions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this full fight breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more elite boxing content right here on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next fight breakdown.